And with it broken, none of the giants know there's places. And you're the ones destined to restore it.
That's a likely story.
Well, destined is a strong word, but use ones with best chance to fix this. That's why I take you where you needs to go.
I don't know if you watch us, but we have a tendency to break things more than fix them.
He shrugs. Maybe things need to get broken before they can be fixed?
So you seem to know a lot. What do we need to break?
He shrugs. I knows that ordning is broken, that giants are out of control, that they seek to prove their worth, to ascend, to become the new rulers when the ordning restored. I don't know how you are involved, I just knows you are, and that your involvement is important.
So how do we become giants? I mean, you got big.
I was born giant.
Can I do an insight on that?
He's being honest. I mean, you get the feeling that his wits may be a little soft, but he's being honest. So if you need more answers, I can always ask.
Ask who?
Sources on other planes.
I'd like to see that.
And I need to go look up the contact other plane ritual.
So which sources are? I heard in Daggerford there was this plane called Borovia. All sorts of great things there.
What kind of things were in Barovia?
Oh, I think something about lots of humans, not a lot of lizardmen.
So he starts getting ritual implements out and setting them up in the circle. Yes, yes, yes. Contact, contact. Find out where you need to go. Yes, yes, yes. So are you guys certain you want him to?
Do it.
Shepard just kind of sits down and starts eating a sandwich while he watches this.
Other planes, tell us now where we must go. Other planes, tell us now where we must go. And then he starts chanting nonsense and repeating that every one now and again. And 10 minutes later, he clutches his head and utters a single word in a voice totally unlike his normal one. Tribor.
What's Tribor? Is that like Cerebus, but boar?
Well, you guys recognize that as the place where Zulkin wanted you to go.
I wonder if they like fresh orc.
One way to find out.
So Zephyros just says, yes, yes, go to Tribor now. Yes, going to Tribor. And he rises up the central shaft, and suddenly the tower starts moving. So little ones can camp down below. Zephyros sleep up here.
Okay, Mr. Zephyros.
I'm almost frightened to find out what you guys are going to do. So, do you guys do anything insane, or do you just enjoy the ride?
Oh, you know I'm going to do something insane.
I meditate.
Shepard breaks out his culinary instruments, sets up a fire, and does a little bit of meat smoking. But primarily, he lays out the guards' corpses that Zolkin conveniently took the heads of, but he's got replacement heads for the bones. They're sheep heads, sheep skulls.
You really are going to do this to me, aren't you?
Yes. So, how long? I assume that this goes over a while and eventually gets towards night, right?
Let's just put it to you this way. Once you're done, we're going to skip 3 days into the future.
Okay, I'm going to do one of these things like every night, essentially. I will basically raise, or not raise, but animate dead on one of the guard, or two of the guards at first. Then the second day, I'll basically use one of the slots to take control of the two on the midnight, and then animate another one, take control of another one, and then basically have four skeletons. Four creepy sheep skeletons, or sheep man skeletons.
So, I'm going to assume that the first night was actually before you left town, since you left first thing in the morning.
Okay.
So, by dawn of the third day, you have four.
And they're all in like identical robes to shepherds.
Four lamb-headed skeletons that go bah.
Hashtag it's happening.
Please check that you can move that skeleton token.
Yes, I can.
So here's the fun thing. Animate Dead doesn't specify an intact body for any of this.
Yeah, like it says like a pile of bones.
So anyways, now that we've gotten Shepard's insanity out of the way, does anyone else have any other insanity they want to inflict on me?
Actually, Pyro's going to ask the giant, since he's also a wizard, about any spells that Pyro can copy.
He's willing to let you look through his spell book with certain precautions. You don't know what all the precautions are, but you're quite certain you don't want to find out the hard way.
Okay.
So, charm person, comprehend. What level wizard?
I'm a level 5. And I will tell him graciously thanks.
Shepard also has a ritual book which he will share with Pyra.
Thank you.
FYI, Shepard, tongues is, I do believe, a ritual that you could copy into your book.
Tongues? Hey.
Checking now.
I don't think I had that on my list, though.
I'm wrong, tongues is not a ritual. Just comprehend languages. But it is, I'm 90+% certain, a wizard spell.
I actually have a wonderful little sheet here.
And that's all Pyra was doing.
Yeah, naturally, Shepard will have like the unseen servant out helping him with his insanity, but not active in any actual combat.
Say again?
But not in any actual combat. So
The previous statement.
unseen servant, I'll have that basically helping with the rituals.
So you guys have your book scribed, and on the third day, if you guys don't come up with any more insanity that I'm going to have to sit and think through, you guys see a set of 9 very thin and lightly armored humans on 9 giant vultures. They come flying in, land on the cloud, the riders get off, and one of them wanders over to the door and knocks. Zephyros pokes his head out the little hole and says, "Hey, you get the doors for me, little ones?"
Sure.
I'd be right down to helps.
I'll open the door and I'll say, "What's up?"
I am here to speak to the master of this domicile, the ruler of this cloud castle, not his slaves.
And who are you again?
I am Amarith.
Who do you represent?
The lord of the element of air, Wan Si Bin, desires us to make contact with the lord of this castle, not you underlings. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going inside.
Sure, whatever. I'll toss the door open.
Shepard just kind of stands there with his creepy robed fellows, and he says, "Don't you humans normally need to be announced first? Let me help you with that." I yell up to the circle, "Zephyros, there's some idiot humans here. Something about Wan Si Bin, elemental, something. You want to see them?"
And the humans just try and push past you guys. Do you do anything, or do you let them push their way into the tower?
They can come in, I don't care.
I will casually just trip the last one in the line with my tail, accidentally.
Give me a deception check. It's alright, Tacklin. You've just missed a small bit of insanity. A very small bit.
Well, when the boss tells you to do something, you move.
So the last one trips on your tail and just glares at you and says, "Watch it, lizard thing. I've got my eyes on you." And he does the whole two fingers up to his eyes, then out towards you thing a couple of times.
I will use a bonus action to mentally command my skeletons to all just turn and creepily look at him. And I say, "We have our eyes on you."
Gives me intimidate. With advantage.
That definitely should be with advantage with the sheephead skeletons.
Interesting roll. What are the odds? So the guy just kind of a look of real discomfort passes over the guy's face, and he just kind of darts in after the rest of his buddies. "Master of this tower, in the name of Wansi Bin, we wish to speak with you." One moment! And Zephyros comes gliding on down. One of the cultists pulls out a small pouch, kneels, and offers it up to Zephyros. Zephyros picks it up, opens it, wrinkles his nose, and cinches the pouch tight again. An interesting gift. It is but a gesture of our respect to you, O Lord of this domicile. We've come here to seek your assistance. We wish you to join with us, to join with the cult of the Howling Hatred, and seek to bring back Wansi Bin from the elemental abyss to which he has been banished. Huh. Join with us. Return the world to its primordial state, as it was at the dawn of history. Will you join us? Zephyros kind of cocks his head and looks at you guys. What do you think?
It could be interesting, but these guys are kind of full of hot air. Kind of jerks.
Yeah, I think so.
Shepard just looks over and says, if we join with you, can we have a vulture too? And a fun bag that looks like that? Nice bag.
Zephyros tosses you the bag.
No, other bag. I point at the one with the smiling face. But I also take the bag of what Shepard believes to be like human drugs.
Oh, you want this bag, huh? I don't think you want my smiley face bag. I don't think you can handle it.
Are
Sorry,
you sure?
I need the dice to make this. Why, oh why, did the dice have to decide in your favor? Fine. If the giant joins us, you can have the bag. And all it contains.
Interesting.
The riders snicker at each other.
I just casually use my bonus action to command my creepy lamb heads to just kind of form a nice line formation around them. Not like menacing, but just close enough to be ready.
So, Giant, what is your decision? I don't know. What, little ones, what do you thinks?
I vote no. They seem kind of shady.
I want a vulture.
These guys kind of suck, but I mean, what are they going to do for you?
I just need to spend some time thinking about this. I's be upstairs for a bit, okays? And he steps back into the circle and starts rising up. And as he goes through the hole in the hearing, you hear a slight grinding sound, and you look up to see it looks like he just dragged his bed over the hole.
I whisper to Shepard, we can just take the vultures if we want one.
Shepard kind of nods to that and tries to kind of sidle towards the guy with the bag. Just casually. Like he's, and just kind of looking at his eyes, just kind of inspecting it and just curious.
So, anyways, Zephyros drags his bed back off of the hole upstairs after about 10 minutes, and then comes floating on down. So, I's got this to says. You elementals peoples, please leave my castle. I's wants nothing furthers to do with yous.
You sure, Zephyros? Those are nice vultures.
I
He's
sure.
And he's got a really nice looking bag.
I's sure.
If you want his bag so much, why don't you just take it?
Shepard just kind of gives a look to the rest of the party, like, are you sure about that?
I nod.
I shrug indifferently.
Para nods as well.
Okay, here we go. Shepard
Stand
cast
by.
command.
Oh, command on the guy with the bag.
Yes, the word is strip.
Roll initiative. That's a charisma save or a wisdom save?
That's a wisdom save.
So the guy's going to be spending his first action stripping.
Great!
And seeing you cast that spell triggers a fight.
I'd also use my bonus action to tell my skeletons, grab the bag.
Well, as the bag lands on the floor, you notice that it looks like there's something coming out of it. Except, you know how there's a hole and it looks like something's trying to get out, but you're not actually seeing anything leave it. I really just do not approve of the way they set these fights up. Way too many opponents. I'm actually starting to get kind of scared of the next fight. Or of the giant fight. So go ahead and get your guys in there surrounding the bad guy formation. Might be a good idea not to overlap the enemies.
Alright.
So everyone's rolled initiative. So the first guy drops his bag on the ground and starts stripping. He gets his shirt about halfway unlaced when he goes, "What the hell am I doing?" Tacklin.
Alright, I cast Longstrider. And I rage. And as a bonus action, I wild shape into a brown bear.
Rage is a bonus action.
It doesn't say that anywhere.
Rage, the barbarian rage is a bonus action.
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay.
It
It's
is.
in there.
I don't remember seeing it. That's fine.
What you could do is you could rage and then shift, but not do the long strider.
But you can't do 2 bonus actions. I guess you wild
Right, but
shape,
you can
but
do
you
a,
get a choice.
a regular wild shape.
Yeah, you get a choice with wild shape. I'll do that. I'll wild shape and rage, no Longstrider.
And what are you raging into?
My rage is the totem bear spirit, and I'm wild shaping into a brown bear.
Brown, you say?
Yes. And I get to keep all those effects too.
Oh, fudge. That's not going to work then.
I made an effect, and then I can just add my temporary hit points, because all it's going to change, I think, is like my strength, dexterity, and constitution.
No, you know what? We're going to... Oh, great. I already deleted it, but we're going to go with the original one, and you're just going to... Oh, no, that won't work either, will it? Okay, so I'll go ahead and give you the character sheet. And you should be able to roll your attacks off of that. And does that end your turn?
Yes.
There's Tacklin, the giant bear. And the vulture flaps its way over the doors, and boom, boom, boom. Apparently the vultures have heard the fight kick off and are trying to get inside.
That's terrifying.
And Tacklin, suddenly you find yourself... You find yourself under attack by an invisible something. And it slams into you. And I believe Skeleton 9 is Shepard's.
He snatches that bag. That was his action.
And the cultists are just going to go, "Bear!" and do what cultists do and swarm him.
Did he draw a skeleton op to run over there?
Oh, yeah, he would have drawn an op attack. Oops.
Woohoo. Stabby, stabby.
So the giant vultures proceed to start battering down the door. And you hear some very loud cracking. But the door does hold for the moment, but it doesn't look like it'll hold much longer. Shepard.
Alright, so I just, as a free action, I yell up at Zephyros, Zephyros, could you, like, reinforce the door?
And I forgot to put Zephyros into the initiative. There's a reason I really don't like some of these fights. It's absurd. So Zephyros was actually supposed to go before you.
Alright. We sliding him in? There he is.
So I'll fudge it so he's right after you.
Okay. Shepard casts spiritual weapon. Or not spiritual weapon, spirit guardians. And I think that takes effect when they... Is it start my turn?
When they start their turns.
Great. So let's see. Where can I stand to cause the maximum amount of pain? You know what? I think I'm causing as much pain as I can standing right here. I bonus action tell my skeletons, kill the cultists.
Moving up 1 and to your right. Or excuse me, moving to your right 2 would get that last cultist into range.
Let's see.
But you take 2 opportunity attacks.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, as long as I can get the that big eye and all the other jumps, I think technically can take care of the other one.
So it's Navon's turn. Go ahead and apply your damage to him.
Alright, so... Alright, I don't think that happened to him, did it?
So he succeeded, so he'll take half damage. Which was supposed to only be 3. Oops. Wow, that was a bad roll on your end.
Yeah, that was shit. Excuse me.
Anyways, he shouts angrily and tries to slap you on the back. And misses, and as he misses, you see his hand is just wreathed in some kind of black, inky energy that dissipates harmlessly as he reaches past you without actually hitting you.
That's unpleasant.
As a cleric, you would have recognized inflict wounds. And crack, boom, the door slams open as a giant vulture flies inside. What mean, nasty... So Zephyros is just kind of pissed at all of this and says, "Leaves my towers!" And it's not actually letting me target people. Oh, there's the problem. So one moment, I'm doing a lot of... Wow. Leaves my tower in peace! And everyone fails. So you see all the cultists just go, okay, we're leaving peacefully now.
Are they taking that big eye with him?
They will. And they'll be leaving behind the bag. Do you guys oppose this, or you let them go on their way?
Yeah, I'll let Spirit Guardians fade if they look like they're honestly leaving.
They've been suggested into leaving. Oh, you don't see my rolls, do you?
No.
Yeah, he just cast mass suggestion. And the highest they've rolled was an 11 against a DC 17.
Nice.
So they just... oh, wait a minute. They do technically get an advantage, so I guess I need to roll again.
Oh boy.
And they still all fail. So fight over.
Shepard just kind of looks disappointed. You know, those vultures look tasty.
They mount on their vultures and they fly away, shouting, "You've made a mistake! This isn't the last you've heard of Once-E-Bond!"
Good riddance.
And you guys get another long rest. And you continue on your merry way.
Shepard orders his skeletons to repair the door. Or try to.
With their help and the mending cantrip from Zephyros, the door gets repaired.
Oh, I also have mending.
Mending, mending.
Hey Ron, you can take that +6 effect off me. My shapeshift only lasts an hour anyways.
You mean the strength 6?
Yeah, and the strength 6, dex 4.
So, on day 10, you guys see a giant silver dragon flying your way, with dwarves in its talons.
Hey, look. It's dwarf delivery.
I don't know. This looks like trouble.
Really, they had to name every single one of them?
That's to make you feel bad when they die. Shepard sighs, steps outside, and leaves the line of creepy lambkin on the inside of the door.
So a squadron of dwarves land. Do you say anything to them as they're landing?
Yes, I kind of hold up a hand and just kind of give them a wave, and just kind of part my robe a little bit to uh, show off the belt of dwarven kind that I'm wearing.
Belt of dwarven kind.
DM reward, man.
So does Shepard have a beard?
It's more like some crazy
Yes.
fins.
Yes, if you're wearing a belt of dwarven kind, you have a beard.
Yes,
So you could say you're a bearded lizard man.
exactly.
I'm having trouble breathing, thank you very much. I don't know why that tickles my funny bone so much, but it does.
Here to help. I raise my hand in greeting to them and just simply say, "Hello, what business do you have?"
And the belt gives you advantage on persuasion checks against dwarves, doesn't it?
Yes.
So so this isn't actually in the book. It's just the only way I can think of to make this make sense. Give me a persuasion roll to keep them from basically just immediately rolling initiative, and continuing with their mission. You have advantage on persuasion with dwarf. I'm sorry, it's just hard not to laugh.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Forget that. We'll just go ahead and take this roll. So they kind of land, say, one of them steps forward and says, actually, you know what? The others will have to step back because there's nowhere to step forward to. We're here to deal with the threat of the cloud giant here.
What threat? He's a moron.
Cloud giants have been attacking settlements in the area. For the good of the kingdom, the queen has ordered us to destroy their navigation orbs and strand them.
Pretty sure this one didn't. He's literally mentally incapable of doing that. Trust me, he is stupid.
Stupid. Really.
Yes. Spend 5 minutes talking to him, and you'll get what I mean.
Ask him out here so we can see for ourselves.
Just a moment. Just wait here. Shepard steps inside, looks over at Zephyros, and says, "Zephyros, these dwarves are, they're agitated. They think you're, like, whoever dropped rocks on cities or something. Could you, like, just talk to them for a few minutes?"
Okays! And he bounces his way out the door, almost smashing a pair of your skeletons in the process.
Damn it, Zephyros.
He's a giant, what do you expect? So we need to make more room here in order for him to step out his door.
Shepard just kind of gives a bow to the dwarf and
Hello,
just kind of rolls his
Sliddles!
eyes.
And he bounces on his feet a little. It's a pleasure to meet yous. And they talk back and forth for a few minutes, and the dwarves start snickering behind their hands. And eventually Diana looks over and he says, I see what you mean. I don't think he's exactly stupid, but... She makes the
Shepard just
universal
says,
crazy
"Yes."
motion.
Shepard does the same thing, but with his tail to his head.
So we have your word personally that he will not harm anyone?
I don't think he can. I mean, we just had a bunch of those Yancy Ben Jack. Those guys, they showed up like last 10 day, and I mean, we were going to just flat out kill them, but he sent them home. I mean, I don't think he's the killing type, man.
Well, we're not supposed to take any chances, but very well. What I will say is that if this goes wrongly, there will be a price on your head, lizard. The queen will not be amused.
Of course.
And they all jump off the cloud. The dragon dives down and catches them. And combat over.
Shepard just kind of looks back at the rest of the party. Hey, it sounds like they hadn't heard about Nightstone yet. And he continues laughing in this creepy fashion that just sounds completely unnatural.
Of course they haven't heard about Nightstone, or they'd want your heads. So, congratulations, you're all now level 5, even if you weren't already. And go ahead and milestone XP. You guys are level 5. You gain another renown, another 10 downtime days. Is anyone not already level? So Ares, I'm so sorry you didn't get any chance to actually, play today. But you've gone from level 4 to level 5.
That's okay. I need to open up the player's handbook so I can add that class.
Wouldn't a bugbear be perfectly happy with leveling up and not having to do anything?
Exactly. I'm very lazy.
I just really do not like the way these chapters are set up with these massive fights.
Hey Ron, I don't remember you giving us or telling us what the downtime and renown rewards were for the last one. That's why I didn't put any in. So for Nightstone and so through where we were.
So you get to date, counting so far today, you just hit level 5. So last week you got to level 4. So 2, 3, 4. So last week you earned 3 renown and 30 downtime.
Okay, thank you.
So, out of curiosity, did anyone else bring rations, or are you all eating Shepard's spare ribs here?
Oh, Zephyrus has plenty of rations on hand.
Aw.
Vegetarian rations.
Yeah, I'm eating my meat.
I can make good berries too, so.
Alright, I'm level 5.
Level 5. Level 5. What's so important about level 5?
That's when you can get a fireball.
There will be no balling of fire at my table, sir. So
Lightning
I actually
bolt, lightning
need
bolt, lightning bolt.
lightning bolt, huh? Well, all the enemies just happen to be lightning giants now. So here's where things start getting fun because I don't have the electronic version. I only have the paper version of the adventure. So I'm going to have to make some tweaks to make things work. But you guys find yourself in the town of Tribor. Zephyros lets you off like a mile or two outside of town, then heads off in his own way, saying he's sure you'll get the jobs done.
I pull the hoods over my skeleton creepy lamb heads.
So you guys find your way into town.
And they don't mind our ragtag band?
That's one of the things I'm trying to figure out now. Book doesn't really have a lot of guidance, so I'm going to say there's a lot of attention paid to you. In fact, I'm going to say that the guards kind of notice you, and you see some runners getting sent off, and, you know, there's one guard, then 3 guards, then 12 guards, and one of the guards walks up and says, "You, there," pointing at Pyra. "Are these things with you?" And he gestures towards Ares and Shepard.
I think Pyra said BRB and didn't say back yet.
I kind of turn towards the man and I say, kind of turning towards Shepard, how uncivilized.
And Pyra did say that they were AFK.
Shepard doesn't respond, but simply just gives a kind of a nod and raises a hand kind of in a pious way. And at the same time, all the actually the skeletons kind of like do the whole robe thing where they hide their hands inside the robes, you know, in kind of crossed arm stance like priests.
What are you, a pilgrimage group?
Shepard simply bobs his head.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. In the name of all the gods, when did they start letting your kind into the He chops himself
Your
off
kind?
mid-sentence.
You're clearly racist. We're here delivering words to the words to family about the deceased. Ah, the nerve of some humans.
The guard just pinches the bridge of his nose. And you brought monsters along with you because...
Who are you calling a monster?
He raises an eyebrow and looks at the bugbear, then over back at the lizard man.
The lizard man kind of makes a what appears to be like a holy gesture.
Fine. I'll let you step 1 foot out of line, just 1 foot. I swear, by all the gods, 1 foot.
You swear what? And I kind of look down at him intimidatingly.
Give me an intimidation roll. I swear I'll set your pretty pink. How would he phrase this actually? I swear that if you set so much as 1 foot out of line in my town, I will personally see to it that your tanned hide is being flown from the flagstaff as a warning to other bugbears not to cross the law.
Your town? Who the hell are you? Are you like king of the town or something?
He just glares at you. And while you're at it, why don't you spend some time learning to speak the dang language? And then they stalk off annoyed.
I say in Draconic, what an imbecile.
Indeed.
So you see a woman walk up. She looks over the party, shakes her head. None of you are Harpers, are you?
No.
Nope.
But anyways, a woman in fairly decent armor comes up and says, "So this is what has has my guard in such disarray."
And who are you, baby?
I am the Lord Protector of this town.
Shouldn't that be Lady Protector?
She lets her hand drop to her sword, turns to you, and smiles. I have earned my title, sir. I suggest you don't challenge it.
Clearly, it wasn't really that well earned if you had to defend it at the drop of a hat.
Wait, what's your title, lady?
I am the Lord Protector of Tribor.
Cool. What did you protect it from? Like, hunters?
Well, just last week there was an orcish raid. And then a couple of months back there was a goblin raid. And a while before that we had a couple of bugbears that think they could just come in and take what they wanted.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do. Hey, what do you got in town that I might want? I mean, that they might have wanted.
Things are just going to go that way with this group, aren't they?
Shepard sighs and just tries to make a peace offer, and he gestures to the Mastiff and goes through his bags and pulls out some of the orc ribs and just says, "Orcs are rather tasty. Would you like some of ours?"
By Tyr, by Torm, by Mistra herself, what did I ever do to deserve this? No, thank you, no, thank you. I have no desire for. Really? Orc meat? Orc meat? Yeah.
Can't let it go to waste. I mean, what'd you do with your dead orcs?
Burned them, of course.
So,
That's a waste of good meat.
so maybe, you know, in your duties to protect the town, maybe you might want to show us around the town, protect it from these roving bands of monsters. I give her a wink.
What is your business in my town?
We're bearers of some bad news. Bugbearers of some bad news.
Yes, well, bad news I think we could pretty much assume from. What is your bad news?
We're looking for insert name here that I don't remember who we're supposed to tell about the loss of their family recently.
They got killed by falling rocks. Rocks fell. They died.
It was a giant mishap.
You know, you guys still haven't used up your inspiration from last week. Or I'd be awarding it all over again, because at this point. Oh, the punishment, the punishment.
So come on, Doratha, show us around. Let us know what's going on here in town.
You want? We
So
can
she
kill
looks
orcs
over
for
the-
you.
So she looks over the party, sighs.
Or we could just, look around and explore by ourselves. I mean, if you like that better.
What exactly are you looking for in town? We've got a smithy, some trading shops, some inns.
Well, we gotta find this guy so we can give him the news, and then maybe a little bit of some R&R, some drinks, maybe some treasure. You got some treasure around here?
What he means is we would be looking for work.
Yeah, that too.
One moment, flipping through the book, trying to find the right section.
It is our sacred duty to work.
It is our sacred duty to get paid.
Yes, put money on table.
You know, it's odd. This quest is supposed to send you someplace, but that place isn't in town. They really need to include a better indexing on this section.
Pretty much all the hardcovers need a good index.
So I'm getting kind of thirsty. You guys want to take a 5-minute restroom and drink break while I flip through the book?
Sounds good. Before you go off, Ares will ask, hey, is there any good gossip around town? So if you find any, maybe you can let us know when you get back.
Alright, I will go grab myself a drink because my throat is getting awfully dry for some reason.
Did Pyra ever come back?
Starting to think I don't think she did. Or he did. I mean, we're down to 2 people at the moment, and I can't run the game with 2 people. Ah, we're up to 3! Yay! Let us play, let us play, let us play.
There's no more milestones after the first chapter, right?
Correct. So at this point, Pyra is basically a non-issue. So I am going to pull the people who are present. As written in the book, I'm supposed to throw about 1 million enemies at you, give you a couple dozen allies to fight it out, and it just kind of bogs down. I mean, I don't like spending an entire 4-hour session on one fight. And that's what happened last time I tried to run this as written. So would anyone object to me just cutting down the number of enemies and then narrating the other enemies are doing other things? And then just introducing them to the initiative as you actually go to deal with them?
That's fine with me. I'd actually like to get in combat. we've skipped a lot of it.
Oh, don't worry. This combat... The last couple of fights, you've been able to talk your way past it, which was hilarious. You're now into the point where you can't talk past it. And I'm skipping ahead to the fight because it's the only way you guys are going to be welcome in town, with you being a bunch of monsters. Both in the sense of alignment and in the sense of race.
Oh, so the Lord Protector wasn't really feeling it?
Let's just say that she was going to wait for exactly the right moment to kick you in the butts. By which I mean she was waiting for you to break the law so she could kick you out.
Not like we would ever do that.
No, of course not. What was I thinking?
Could be worse. It could have been Hillsfar.
Oh man, I can't wait till people start playing Season 3 adventures with their monstrous races.
Ugh. Don't go there.
That would be crazy.
I'm just going to
Of
get
course, now I suddenly want to have a tier 3 character do Assault on Mare Midra. Or All in the Blood.
Well, even Barovia stuff, I mean, it's all humans there, so even like dwarves were kind of weirding some of the civilians out.
So, you guys hear a crunching sound, and as you look up, you see a barrage of rocks fly overhead.
Hey guys, I think this is not the town for us.
Roll initiative. Dun, 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 dun. All the way home, be warm. So, Shepard? Calling
what's up?
Shepard. Initiative.
Oh, I thought I rolled it.
I'm removing Pyrrha from the combat tracker at this point. And I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative for the skeletons. Actually, you know what? I'll just make the skeletons match Shepard.
That works.
So you see a whole bunch of orcs riding axe beaks come charging around a nearby building.
Hey guys, there's dinner.
Dinner, yes, we's hungry. Shepard, don't forget one of your third level spell slots is used.
What, for the skeleton? Oh, for...
Controlling the skeletons.
Oh, when I'm casting that, I'm casting it like at midnight, just before we rest.
Alright, fair enough. So you'll lose control of them if you use both of your spells.
That might be an issue, yes. At midnight. Alright. How far away are they from us? You know what, screw it. I cast Spirit Guardians.
And charge on in.
Not really charge on in. I tell the skeletons to take a defensive skirmish line in front of us, but kind of leave holes in it so that these riders can kind of pass by us and we can op attack them if they run past. And tell them to basically kill all orcs in their mounts.
So your skeletons take up the requested skirmish line. Ah, Pyra has returned. Roll initiative, my dear. So they go ahead and form the skirmish line as requested. Do you give them any other orders?
Kill all orcs and their companions.
So I'm going to say they just ready action to hit orcs as they come charging up.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, an orc comes charging on up on his axe beak.
Great. He's got to save against spiritual guardians.
He makes it. Go ahead and...
And is he riding one of those things too?
Yeah. You know, I'm going to go ahead and pair them up.
So he'll take 7.
And the axe beak will take 7.
Alrighty.
And I'll say they come charging up between skeleton 3 and 12, so go ahead and take your op attacks.
Alright. The skeletons target the orc. One second. First one's gonna miss. And I'm trying to get the sheet for the other two. I've got skeleton 7, 12.
if you have a character sheet, just go ahead and use the character sheet.
Okay, we'll use 7 then. Okay. Just the skeletons.
So the Axebeak is having kind of a bad day. And takes a bite out of one of your skeletons. And the Orc, in complete agreement with his mount, oh dear, I'm so sorry. That skeleton is boned.
Fluffy, no!
As another Axebeak comes up, and I'm going to say this one comes between 7 and 9, let's get those op attacks going. So you can hit him or his rider.
This one's going for the Axebeak. And how do I open the sheet for the other 2?
I honestly don't know why you don't have... Actually, this might be why. Let me know if you're seeing more of the sheet show.
Not presently.
Then I don't know.
I don't know, I can do 12 then, so...
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, you should really only have access to the generic NPC one. The fact that you have 7 and 12 just weirds me out. I don't know what's going on.
And then they get some saves.
And don't
How do
forget
I-
to hit the Orc with...
Okay, how do I clear the combat tracker?
What do you mean by clear it?
Or clear my target. I actually hit Axebeak 1 with that one.
So control click Axebeak 1.
Got it, thank you.
So go ahead and select Orc 1 and Axebeak 2 that way.
1 sec.
Or Orc 2 and Axebeak 2. And you should be able to do both of them at once, and then just go ahead and click the spell and it should automatically do the halves.
Got it.
Ow! Can't you at least get me an attack? Let me get an attack off with these guys?
My spiritual Triosaurus Rexus do not agree.
So the Orc comes tumbling down, and in the process he brings his great axe down right on the skeleton and uses the skeleton to right himself. And I'm just reorganizing these guys basically so that my life is a little easier when it comes to managing this fight, because this fight's... Fantasy Grounds doesn't do mount combo pairs very effectively.
Is there a map for this?
No.
Okay.
So Axebeak 3 and 4 come charging up, which means that you go ahead and get your Spirit Guardians on them.
Boom.
Number 4s.
It's like a meat grinder.
Yes, it is. My only real complaint here is that the other players have basically just gotten turned into watchers as you get to be awesome.
Sorry, guys.
Yay, go Shepherd!
So number 4s go, and they come charging on up. Thank you for not killing somebody. Oh shoot, that was a miss. So Ares, you get to have a turn.
Yay! I'm not real sure what happened. Who is the furthest into the camp at this point?
So you're
Because I know they were all trying to charge through the skeletons.
so basically they hit the skeleton line and they're going to do their slaughter there before they move on. So basically all the orcs that went before you in the initiative order are at the skeleton line.
Alright, so I move about 10 feet out because I have reach, and I'll make my 2 attacks and then my offhand, or my unarmed strike. So first I go swinging at Orc 2. Are any of them prone, or are they all still mounted?
Some of them have fallen off their mounts, but they aren't prone. It's their mounts got killed under them.
Okay. So first I'll go swinging with my quarterstaff on Orc 2. And I'll hit him with the second strike. And then once he dies, I'll focus my attention on Axbeak number 1.
Poor Axbeak. Did it ever do anything to you? All it did was try and take a bite out of Skeletal.
It was thinking about it. And then after I do that, I'll move back another 10 feet.
So I believe that makes it Tacklin's turn.
Alright, as a bonus action, I will wild shape into a brown bear. And I'll move up to Axbeak 4 and make my attacks.
I wish there were a better way to handle skeletons so this didn't turn into the Shepherd and Skeleton show.
They'll die, like, very soon.
Oh yes, very soon.
At which point it's no longer the skeleton show.
There's a reason I'm going for them to take them out, and it's not just because they're crunchy. Pun
On the bright
intended.
side, giants should be able to take them down one swing each.
Have you been reading my playbook?
No, but it's kind of common sense.
On the bright side,
That
they're,
ends my turn.
they'll fulfill their purpose in life.
Don't you get a bite and your claws?
I used them both.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted with the conversation. Pyra, I believe, is back.
Yep. Is 5 and 6 the furthest away from the party?
Yes.
Is all 4 of them in a 10-foot radius?
Sure.
Are they within 60 feet?
Why, yes, they are. So
Nice.
you do need to tell me what you're doing before you start rolling, but Shatter goes off.
Cast Shatter on those 4.
is that your turn?
Yep.
The Axebeak tries to take a bite out of Skeletor.
Well, doesn't he come into the range of the Spirit Guardians?
Oh, yes, he does. I forgot about that. Go ahead and hit them both at the same time. Okay.
Shepard just kind of looks around and he maintains Spirit Guardians.
You don't want a Sacred Flame or anything?
I think I've done enough damage.
So it's the skeleton's turn. I assume he's going to attack.
Yes.
Here might be quicker if I do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and target Orc 1 and 4 and do your... Oh, joy. So, someone mentioned giants.
Oh boy.
I mean, technically, I'm supposed to throw some Orogs at you, so... Oh, wait, I do have Orogs, don't I? Ow! Signs you need to get your desk fixed. When it starts biting you.
Yeah, that's not good.
And I just need some WD-40 to get the rollers working right again so it doesn't take manual force. So no sooner than you guys think yourself safe and turn around to talk to the Lord Protector again. Sorry, stand by, I'm having technical difficulties. Oh, there's the problem. Well, as long as I have it up. So as soon as you guys start thinking of so big of yourselves, you see a set of Orogs come charging around the corner, slightly slower than their Orcish brethren. Effectively, no more than a round has passed. Shepard, your Spirit Guardians is still going. I assume you still have your skeletons in their combat line?
Right, they're gonna... I bonus action to tell them to close ranks because these guys are not mounted. And basically prepare to repel. And how do I take the dodge action in Fantasy Grounds?
There is a way, but it's an effect that basically says grant disattack until next turn, and it's annoying. So just remind me if you get attacked and I'll do it.
Right, I'll take the dodge action and maintain Spirit Guardians. And the skeletons are ready for the incoming horde.
So let's go ahead and just to make life easy, let's just go ahead and have all the skeletons unload on Orog 1 since it's the one that's about to hit the line.
Okay.
So one of the skeletons manages to catch Orog 1 in the gut and do a little bit of damage. The others just bounce off of his armor. Ares.
Alright, only the one's moved up, and that's Orog 1. So I'll move up within 10 feet of him and try to hit him 3 times.
Well, technically he hasn't moved up yet. We were just rolling that all at once to make life easier.
Oh, he hasn't moved up to the line then?
Not yet.
Alright, so how far off is he from the line, theoretically?
I'll call it about 30 feet, 25 feet.
Alright, then I hold position and just kind of throw some darts at him from behind the line.
To be fair, Orogs are going to make short work out of skeletons.
Yep, but I don't want to move up there and put myself on the front line.
Fair enough. Though, don't you have like a 50-foot movement speed?
40 foot. So if I move up there, I'm not getting all the way back.
Well, you could get yeah, you're right.
So I throw a couple darts, one of them seems to connect, and then I just kind of wait for them to come up closer, being too lazy to run all the way up there.
I'm too used to the monks that have the mobile feet. So the Orog comes charging up. He'll take your spirit guardians to the face.
Oh, that was a terrible roll.
At least he failed, or it would have been worse. Alas, poor skeleton, we hardly knew ye. Tacklin.
All right. I will rage.
You raged last time, right?
No, I did not rage the last time. The last time I just
Shifted.
shifted.
Fair enough. So you're raging now. You're a barbarian.
And I will move up to Orog 1 and make my attacks.
That poor Orog. All he's doing is smiting undead. And while you guys are doing all this, you hear screams and shouts coming up from the rest of the town. And another barrage of boulders goes flying by overhead.
And that ends my turn.
Die, you stupid skeleton, die!
I continue maintaining that spirit guardian.
Oh, go ahead and hit 15 and 7.
Wham.
Crunch, down goes another skeleton as the Orogs just slam into your battle line.
Oh, that was Cottontail.
Are the last two Orogs in the 20-foot cube?
Sure.
So I'm going to cast Web on them. And that's my turn.
It's a strength check to break free, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to guess a 7 doesn't break free, but does a
No.
15?
Dead on.
So Orog number 5 comes charging up to the front line. Go ahead and hit him, Shepard.
Which one? Number
5.
5. Okay. Shepard targets the first one with a Sacred Flame.
No, 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 no! Don't kill him!
And I'm not seeing like attack options for this. Wait, now I do.
And Orog dies. He had 1 hit point left, you monster.
And I order the skeletons to murder the ones at the front.
So they turn on to the next one. And miss. And miss. Their blades just clang uselessly off the Orog's armor. Ares.
Alright, so all the Orogs are at the front line at this point.
Except for Orog 11.
Alright, so I'll move up about 10 feet back, just in range of Orog 15, and I'll try to hit him a couple times with my quarterstaff. And then with that proving ineffective, I'll try to smack him upside the face.
You know, doing these guys as a wave instead of trying to do them all at once is working a lot better.
Then I'll just kind of step back and feet.
Alright, I will reach out with my bare jaws and try to grab Orog 7 in a grapple.
So, Shepard, if you want to go ahead and apply to 15, 7, and 5 right now, go ahead. Because they're not going to break your concentration. Really?
Done.
19? You had to... And I think that's exactly the number you needed to kill him, too.
Nice. Yeah, this looks great now. Just wait till the giants come.
You mean the giants who are actually going to be smart enough to target you?
Oh yeah, those guys.
Did Orog 7 pass his athletics?
Say again? Oh, they aren't that stupid.
When I tried to grapple him, did he pass?
Oh, he failed.
Okay.
But you didn't pull him away from the skeleton, so he's going to go ahead and crunch into Mr. Oh! And another skeleton bites the dust!
Oh, he was going to be a new coat for me.
Ooh, they're going to get you too. Another one bites the dust. So, Pyra.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt on Orog 11.
You attack, and it splashes harmlessly off of his armor.
And that's my turn.
And I believe a 15 is high enough to break free.
Yep.
Go ahead and apply, Shepard.
Here come the Tyrannosaurs.
That just hurts. And he comes over and he smashes the skeleton in one blow.
You killed Kenny.
And with their skeletal bodyguards down, Orog 5 is finally free to act. And he just walks up and he punches you in the face.
Aww.
And I just noticed these guys have multi-attack. And I've been doing single attacks. Oops. So concentration save. And another concentration save. And it's your turn, Shepard.
Ow.
So from the looks of things, you think the Orogs are planning to just... Oh, shoot, he had disadvantage to attack you.
No, I used Sacred Flame on one of them.
Ah, that's right. Okay. Maybe you want to go back to dodging. Because you're reasonably certain these guys have identified the source of their pain and want to say hello.
I think that's a good idea, but first I'm going to, as a bonus action, invoke Hungry Jaws and use the bonus action Bite Attack on Orog 7. And miss. And then I will dodge.
I need to remember to look that up.
It's pretty nice.
It's not that I doubt that it's nice, it's just I don't actually know how it works to double check that he's doing it right.
He is. It's basically just a bonus action, but he can only do it like once per rest.
Well, the interesting thing is, apparently it doesn't get used up if you miss, according to sage advice.
Interesting.
So, as I said, I need to actually go in and read it at some point. So, Ares.
Alright, I'll move up 10 feet and start by trying to smack Orog 7 with my quarterstaff. And again. And then I'll try to slap him with an unarmed strike. So I literally slap him to death and then move back another 10 feet.
All right.
Yeah, I went ahead and pulled it up. If the attack hits, blah, 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 and you can't use this trait again until you finish a short or long rest. So you can keep hungry jawing until you hit.
Nice. I thought it was the other way.
So every other ability's been that way, but Hungry Jaws is not. So,
Wow.
Tacklin, it's your turn. Oh, my poor Orogs.
All right.
Just slaughtering them.
As Orog 7 dies in my jaws to Ares slap, I will move in and again, well, I will grab Orog 11 with my jaws for a grapple.
Bear hug.
So you're throwing another grapple. I don't think I need to explain to you that that's a success.
All right. And, well, that ends my turn then. And Pirate disconnected. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah, I'm just loading back in now.
And it was actually Pyra's turn. I think I just managed to skip ahead.
So I'll take the dodge action so you can move on. Can you hear me?
Yep, I'm moving on.
Okay.
Which Orog did you grapple?
11.
So 11 has no choice but to say hello to Tacklin.
Oh, they started their turns inside of the Spirit Guardians?
11 and 5 both. Go ahead.
Okay.
So the Orog manages to get his axe into the bear that's trying to hold him still. And the other Orog is seeing Shepard.
They get multi-attack. Don't forget, Ron.
He missed on the first hit.
Oh, did he? I didn't see it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the disadvantage of going ahead and saying hit both. Of me telling Shepard to go hit both at once. It makes it hard to read the combat log.
I see it now.
So the next Orog, seeing Shepard dancing around and spinning like a top, decides he's had enough of this, turns and takes on the bear. At least he has a chance to hit the bear. Even if the bear does seem unnaturally resilient. And Shepard, dodging.
Bonus action Hungry Jaws, and then dodge. So let's bite somebody.
Ooh, they're gonna bite me too. Another one bites the bugs.
Yeah, I don't get my teeth into that one.
Alright, the one that's being grappled is 11.
Yes.
Alright, so I'll move up and start by trying to hit number 5. So I swing my quarterstaff at him fruitlessly, and then I'll try to slap him. And I slap him around a little bit, but he's still standing.
I notice you're saving your key points.
Saving or forgetting I have him, one or the other.
At this point, I will take my paw in the middle of the Orog's chest and try to shove him prone. Ugh.
He may actually succeed for once. Me and my big mouth.
Ha ha!
So he is now prone. Pyra.
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at number 5. And that's my turn.
Go ahead and hit both. Really? Really? 2 and 3 for my wisdom saves? One more point of damage and I might have been really upset. As it is, the Orog... Oh, really? The Orog futilely tries to get the bear off of him by just chopping the bear off, but his attacks just don't seem very effective. His friend, on the other hand, is having some success. Some success. But they just can't seem to get rid of the stupid bear. Shepard.
Shepard wants that Orog's ear. Hungry Jaws. And not today. And continues dodging.
Ares.
Alright, first I'll go for number 5 with my quarterstaff. Just trying to
Boom. You guys
beat
hear
him
a
up.
loud thumping noise. Sorry, Ares. I thought you were done talking and it turned out you weren't.
And then after he goes down, I'll turn my attention to number 11. And then I'll just back up 10 feet again.
And Tacklin, before you go, I thought I was going to have a bit more time for this. But crunch, a nearby building goes flat, and you look over, and up, and up, and hello! Actually, you know what? There's only 4 of you can take on 2 fire giants.
Oh boy.
How close are they?
Oh, about 30 feet out.
I'm thinking. And take the dodge action.
Really? The dodge action? You've read my manual, didn't you? Because, the fire giant looks over the party, sees this great big bear, and goes, "Rarg!" And has to roll at disadvantage because you're dodging. But he steps on over.
He's stepping over.
Over to the party?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he will take your spirit guardians. Oh, now that's just annoying. I need you to re-roll that save.
Oh, okay.
Do you notice how it says disadvantage?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, wait a minute. He still succeeded even with disadvantage, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
No, what happened is I was about to take an attack on the dancing bear, and I had disadvantage clicked for that, and it was taken up by the save. Well, finally, I hit the bear. Tacklin, you're still in bear form, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
When did it lapse?
I jumped out of it. Whenever I retreated and dodged.
Oh, you chose to revert?
Yeah, I chose to revert.
I missed that detail. Wham, bam, and he just hits you over the head with his sword. Pyra.
I'm gonna cast haste on the monk, and that'll be my turn.
You want to explicitly back away from the giants?
30 feet.
Okay. And
And that's my turn.
And Fire Giant 5, having noticed the effect the spell had, walks over to Shepard. Yes, he'll take the effect. You dodged, right?
Yes.
Oh, of all the stupid... I need you to roll the save again.
He's still passed.
He failed the save.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I'll give it to you. Oh, he failed anyways. Haha.
Okay.
And crunch and concentration probably broken.
Yeah, I can try to roll that.
You know
All right.
what? I think I balanced this wrong because there's no way you should be that badly wounded this quickly.
Yeah, I think 2 fire giants is kind of deadly to us, man.
So, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pretend that the first fire giant is the one that hit you there.
Okay.
You can have your spell... Actually, you know what? You can have your spell back, and you never got hit at all.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yep.
So I will cast Mirror Image.
So what I will say is you guys do see the second fire giant passing behind, off to the side. It looks like he's got a rod or something in his hands, and he's just following it.
Oh, sweet.
This guy just stepped to the side to say hello.
So I cast Mirror Image. I will try to Hungry Jaws the fire giant. And miss.
Wait a minute. 10 plus 2?
It's
Oh,
I have my
strength
proficiency, but my strength sucks.
Alright, so with Flurry of Blows, do I have to do all my standard action attacks before I can do any of my bonus action attacks?
Good question, and so long as you commit to doing your regular attack, I'll let you do your flurries first.
Alright, I just asked because I know that there's some things I can only burn key points on when I do a Flurry of Blow attack.
I'd need to look up the class. It may specify that the Flurry of Blows has to come after the regular, but...
Alright, I'll do regular attack and then my flurries and then go from there, I guess. So I'll move up within 10 feet of Fire Giant 9. I'll start by doing a quarterstaff swing. Burn a key point, do Flurry of Blows.
And Flurry of Blows actually specifies after you take the attack action.
Alright, so I still have my extra attack, but one of the Flurry of Blows hit, so I'll roll for damage on that. Which would be damage. I will burn a key point to try to knock him prone. So that's going to be a dex save.
And I don't think a 12 will save, will it?
Let me think. I have plus 3, 5. So yeah, I have a 13. So he's knocked prone.
Boom.
Then I'll use my extra attack and then my hasted attack. So attacking again with the quarterstaff. And that's all my attacks, so I guess I'm done.
Tacklin.
Alright, I will shift again into Giant Bear. And I will move forward and try to grapple the prone giant.
I don't think you can grapple the giant.
I am large and he is huge, so I can grapple up to one size larger than me.
Oh, that's right. You shapeshifted, so... Oof. Yeah, I suppose that would work. Congratulations. The giant is amused. The giant is a lot less amused now.
As he's grappled, I would take.
Yes.
Alright,
So-
that ends my turn.
Ares somehow manages to knock the giant prone, and then Tacklin decides to act like a cat and jump on his chest, and is effectively holding him prone. The giant is not amused. The giant uses his first attack to shove Tacklin away. So that is a contested athletics. And Tacklin goes flying 15 feet. Giant stands up. Stupid bear!
Oh, we forgot something.
Forgot. Oh dear, yes. Stupid bear! And the fire giant tries to take a bite out of the bear. Boom.
So is he walking away from us to the bear?
He has reach. 10-foot reach.
Oh, man.
Which means... Oh, shoot. Ares was supposed to get an op attack when he walked away. Oh, well.
Oh, he moved out of my 10-foot?
No. When you do the... If you tried to use 10 feet to hit him and then walk away, he would have gotten an op attack on you.
Yeah, I didn't move away this time.
Which would explain that. So, Pyra.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on the giant.
I don't think the giant notices.
And move 3 feet away.
The giant's more concerned with the bear that actually dared to sit on it. Ooh, I have an idea. What if you didn't sit on his face? What if you sat so that your butt was on his face?
Shepard looks at the fire giant. What is he armed with?
A greatsword.
Shepard is going to cast Command. The command word today is drop.
So go ahead and roll the save. Well, he may have been failing his wisdom saves against your spirit guardians, but at least he made that one.
Aw, damn.
Alright, I'm gonna unleash another flurry of attacks on him. We'll do another flurry of blows as well. So starting with the quarterstaff.
There we go. Somehow Show GM rules got turned off, so you guys should be able to see those saves for yourselves now.
And then first flurry of blow. And with that flurry of blow, I'm gonna burn a key point to try to knock him prone again.
Which one is that? A dex save?
Yep.
I do believe a 19 will make it.
Oh yeah, easily. Alright, so my 5 attacks are done.
Alright, rather than try to grapple a giant that's standing up again, I will just attack with my bite and claws.
I am just not having a good day with this giant.
And that's it.
Ildmane! The giant bellows. Help! So at this point, the giant is actually starting to look a bit concerned. He's not quite so happy-go-lucky as he brings his great axe down on the bear.
Ow.
It must be nice being a bear. Not that you... Ow! If I'd hit anyone other than a barbarian with that...
Yeah, it would have been bad.
And, that's one of the reasons I really don't like the way they wrote this season, because giants everywhere. Really? All it takes is one crit and you die.
That's why you have to don't fight fair. Never fight a giant on fair footing, like we're doing now.
I like how you say a giant. Ow, poor Tacklin, and you're out of wild shapes, aren't you?
Yes.
Pyra.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on the giant again. And that's my turn.
Oh boy, this is getting bad. All right. You know what? Let's see. Trying to figure out how best to do the healing. I guess I'll just healing word Tacklin. And then I will take the dodge action.
Alright, time to swing like crazy at him again. I'll start with some quarterstaffs. And then I'll try to smack him around a little bit.
Dex save, I
And-
assume.
No, I'm gonna hang on to my last key point for now.
I'm thinking.
Wait, last key point?
Yeah, didn't I have to burn a key point in order to knock him prone?
You burn a key point on Flurry of Blows, and whenever you hit with Flurry of Blows, you get the effects.
Oh, well in that case, if I wasn't burning the extra key points, yeah, I'd try to knock him prone.
Yeah, your Way of the Open Hand, right?
Yep, exactly.
So whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by your Flurry of Blows, you can impose one of the following effects on the target. Nothing about spending a key point for it. You've already done that for Flurry.
Oh, you're right. So yeah, I'd try to knock him down, and I got more key points than I thought. In that case, I will go for the fourth strike, burning a key point.
Let there be key. And you want a saving throw?
Yep, so I tried to knock him prone with the first one and the second one.
Well, the first one knocks him prone. Do you want to try and deny him reactions until the end of your next turn?
Sure, I'll deny him reactions, and I'll move back 10 feet.
Poor giant. That poor giant. He stands up, disengages, and starts running away.
I didn't get a turn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tacklin.
It's okay. I will cast Shillelagh as a bonus action and make an attack against the fire giant. He should be prone though.
He is
Right?
prone.
Yep.
So you will have advantage. Ildmain! Ildmain! Help! 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 I mean, he's not exactly panicked. He is a fire giant, but
I'll use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself.
you already used your bonus action.
I did for Shillelagh, didn't I? Never mind. Okay,
Are you still raging?
I'm still raging.
So, anyways, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
So, bellowing his head off to someone named Ildmain, the giant stands up, and you know what? He does not take the disengage. He sprints. Which means Tacklin and... Actually, I think it's just Tacklin gets an op attack, because Ares and Shepard aren't in melee.
I was trying to bite his ear off. Badly.
Okay, you can get an op attack. Both you and Tacklin. Naturally, you finally get a hit in.
Didn't get his ear, but I got a part of his butt.
How far does he run?
45 feet.
Okay.
And since he's running away from you, that means you're not going to be able to... And you were at 60 feet. You're going to need something with at least a 75-foot range.
Okay.
So he got 45 feet even after standing up.
He sprinted.
Gotcha.
Pyra?
So I'm going to cast Chill Touch on him. It's 120 feet. Do I need to move up?
What's the range on Chill Touch?
120?
You don't even need to move up.
That's my turn.
And you guys hear a feminine voice. What's going on? Can't you even deal with a bunch of no-good villagers? And Shepard, it's your turn.
Shepard yells out, "Hey, Lady Protector, why don't you give us some backup here?"
Oh,
Yeah.
she ran off and she's organizing. You guys can see that she's organizing fights against other minions.
And then I will drink a potion of healing as my action. Which, I'm not sure how to trigger here.
Are you trying to do it out of your inventory? There is no trigger.
Oh, figures.
Just roll 2d4 and do the math yourself.
Alright, that's going to be 6 HP. I also look around the battleground that we're at. I think this is the city street. I look for like kind of a door or a threshold or something I could probably take cover in and not be immediately seen by the next fire giant that comes running at us.
Give me a stealth roll. So I know you guys did a lot of role-playing past fights the last session and the first start of this one. Was this enough of a fight for you guys?
Yep.
Yes.
And I am impressed. You find a hiding spot, Shepard.
Yeah, I still have my spirit guardians just concentrating on it. It's just like a big glow in the middle of the street, but I'm trying to hide like so they don't immediately see me and squish me.
So Ares, it's your turn.
All right, so I see this one go running off, and I'm like, this is an excellent opportunity. So I move up 30 feet, so I'm within 20 feet of him, or 35 feet, I guess. And then I start chucking darts at his back.
What's the range on a dart?
The non-disadvantage range is 20 feet, so basically I move just into that range.
So you don't move forward 20 feet. You move forward to
30.
20 feet.
Yes, I move forward 35 feet, so I'm within 20 feet of him.
Somehow I got those numbers reversed. All right, done. My poor fire giant. He doesn't have many hit points left. He really does not have many hit points left. You're getting 3 dart attacks?
I have extra attack, and then I'm hasted.
Ah.
And after throwing 3 darts, I see he's still on his feet, and there's not much I can do at that point. So I will burn a key point for Step of the Wind and run back to the party.
So, Tacklin, it's your turn. The giant is staggering down the street. From the looks of it, one of those darts might have just hit his femoral artery because there is just blood gushing out of one of his legs.
I'm out of wild shapes, so I can't. There's no way that my little gnome legs can catch up to him.
You're also a druid. Oh, you're raging.
Yeah, I'm raging. So I am going to
Chuck a javelin at him?
I don't have one.
Chuck a rock. Surely there's a rock somewhere around here.
I'll allow it.
All right, I'll throw a rock at him. You want me to use like dart?
Just go ahead and roll a d20. You're not proficient with rocks, so you don't get your proficiency bonus, but you will get your strength. And you killed the giant with a thrown rock. He had 1 hit point left.
Shepard just whispers from his hiding spot, "Hey, we're gonna eat good tonight."
You guys just might be leveling tonight because there's only 4 of you. No! My husband! You hear a female fire giant roar. So I believe I'll go ahead and let Pyra have a setup before she arrives on scene.
I'll cast Chill Touch once I see her.
Are you specifying that you're going to ready action? Because ready
Yes.
action, a spell requires concentration.
Yeah, already in action to cast Chill Touch.
You are aware that you're concentrating on haste at the time?
Then I'll pass and just stay where I am.
So the fire giant comes rumbling on up and she tosses aside a large adamantium rod. And I'm going to say she's about 30 feet away.
Hey, Ron.
Yes?
Would you let me take back my Step of the Wind? I forgot since I'm hasted, my speed is doubled, so I had plenty
Take it
of
back.
movement anyhow.
Take it right back.
And Ron, my rage ran out.
Why?
Time. It's only 1 minute.
It hasn't been 10 rounds yet, has it?
It's round 11.
But still says D2 on your combat tracker.
Yeah, you didn't start raging until the second round because you were bear form the first one.
Oh, that's right.
This does mean that Spirit Guardians is down, however.
I thought Spirit Guardians was 10 minutes.
It is.
Nice. Okay, Shepard continues to kind of cower in his little spot and just keep an eye out for an opportunity, but not do anything this turn.
So, I am going to suggest Invoke Duplicity, if you aren't aware of it.
All right, there is Invoke Duplicity.
Yeah, basically, one of the things I really don't like about this particular book is the way it skips you over the first few levels, and a lot of players don't have time to learn their characters. So I'm trying to step in and actively help you guys in that regard. If I get annoying, let me know.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I invoke Duplicity. I still have Mirror Image and Spirit Guardians up as buffs. So basically, I invoke Duplicity, and I just put the fake Shepherd like right there in the street in the Spirit Guardians radius. So I try to make it look like the Spirit Guardians are coming from him so he can draw fire. And that's my channel Divinity.
And is she just running up to us?
Yep, shouting something about her husband.
Alright, so on my turn, I'll move within 20 feet of her, throw a couple darts. And then I'll move back to the rest of the party.
Tacklin.
Alright, I'm going to end my rage. And I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Oh, that's right. You couldn't cast Shillelagh when you were raging earlier.
Yeah,
Oops, I'll have to keep a better eye out for that.
I didn't hit with it anyway, so. And that's my turn.
I'm
Pyra.
gonna cast magic missile on the fire giant.
Ow, ow, ow.
And that's my turn. Actually, I'll move back 30 feet.
So the fire giant comes charging straight forward, and all of you notice that her eyes are locked on Ares. As she shouts something about, "You murderer!"
If only I got the killing blow.
Weren't you the one who had the killing blow?
No, that was a rock.
A rock thrown by a gnome.
Oh, that's right. So she's actually focusing on Tacklin.
I softened him up for her.
Oh god, here it comes.
You need to take my rage off.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm dead.
Unless I rolled really low.
Hopefully I'm not dead.
No, that's my concern.
Okay, I'm not dead.
By 4 points. Wow, I rolled good on that one too. That's kind of scary. Tacklin is down, folks.
Don't worry, I got you.
Oh, and I will say she stepped into Spirit Guardian's range.
From his hiding spot, Shepard will healing word Tacklin.
No, 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 no. From your hiding spot, you will have your duplicate mirror healing word Tacklin.
You're right there.
Because my reading is, since it's as if the duplicate is casting it, it doesn't break your stealth.
Exactly. Great. So I'm going to be hiding like a little bitch. All right, here we go. Tacklin, here you go. Try not to die this time.
Thank you.
My biggest problem here is she wants him to die, so she's going to keep hitting him. And if she crits him again when he's at as low a health as he is...
Alright, I got a whole ton of attacks to unleash. This time I will flurry of blows. And I'll start with the quarterstaff. And try to knock her prone.
Ooh, Tacklin, you're going to hate me.
Why is that?
You'll find out.
She's good. Try to knock her prone again.
She's so ticked off. She doesn't even seem to notice you trying to knock her prone. She's just going straight for Tacklin.
Alright, so I'm like trying to mess with her ki, but she's in such a rage that her ki is like overflowing.
Hey, Ron.
Yes?
Can I speak through the my duplicity duplicate?
Sure.
As a free action, could I yell out to the fire giant through the duplicate and say, "I killed him, you stupid hoe"?
Give me a deception check.
There we go.
Guess what the DC was?
Oh boy.
15. So Tacklin, it's your turn. The giant's attention seems to move just a little.
I will stand and I will cast Cure Wounds on myself. And I will Rage as my bonus action.
Rage against the dying of the night. Pyra.
That's it.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on the giant. And that's my turn.
So the giant reaches out with her free hand and tries to grab Tacklin. Who probably isn't grabbed, so she tries again. And she stands up and moves over to the illusory image with you in hand. I think you've got an idea of what's about to happen to you, don't you? Tacklin.
Gnome weapon.
She won't have proficiency, at least. So, Shepard, it's your turn.
All right, moment.
She was originally going to just try and rip your head off, but using you as a gnome weapon seems so appropriate.
So through the illusionary duplicate, Shepard will cast Sacred Flame. And continue concentrating on Spirit Guardians.
You need to roll one more time because it's 2d8 level 5.
Oh, that's right. You haven't updated your cantrips. You will have to update those manually.
Oops.
So just go ahead and roll the same. And also, at this point, I'm going to ask, did you by any chance prepare a spiritual weapon today?
Yes, I did.
It's a bonus action to cast.
It is, but I believe it's concentration.
Nope.
Ah, really? So I can have Mirror Image, Spiritual Weapon, and Spirit Guardians all up at once?
If you're willing to spend the spell slots, yes.
As a matter of fact, I am.
My high-level cleric, when he goes Nova, he'll throw out a Spirit Guardians, a spiritual weapon, and then he'll just start inflicting wounds like crazy. Inflict wounds and Guiding Bolt.
Alright, so I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Or if he gets really upset with you, he'll throw up Holy Aura and be able to tank the entire enemy party, sneering at the worst you can do. Like tanking
Spiritual Weapon will miss.
The first one hit.
Yeah, why'd you roll Spiritual Weapon twice?
I don't know. I must have misclicked.
I'll give you the first one since it was first. You hit.
Alright, just a moment. Alrighty.
All right, I'm gonna burn my last key point, so this will be another flurry of blows, quarterstaff, crazy thing.
Go crazy. You need to. She's not happy.
Wow, that's a lot of misses. So I try to swing, and as I might, I just can't break through that armor.
So, I believe that is your turn. So, Tacklin, it looks like this giant's about ready to beat you down head first into the illusion of Shepard. Tacklin?
I'm here. I'm going to try to break the grapple.
Please. Oh, please, oh gods of die. Please let me roll properly. That is not proper! So, you managed to break loose. And I believe that's your turn.
Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions worth using.
And I'll say that since breaking grapple is I'm going to say breaking grapple is something that will qualify for keeping your rage going. Since grapple in general is... Actually, no, I don't think it will keep your rage going. You have to attack or take damage.
I don't know. Grapple keeps it going. I don't know if ungrapple does.
How high is she got him in the air?
Oh, good point. She's probably got him at least 10 feet up in the air. You mind taking some falling damage, Tacklin?
I suppose.
5 points of falling damage. That is resisted by rage, so you take 2. And your rage doesn't go away. Pyra.
So I'm going to cast Magic Missile at 3rd level.
Yep, she's running.
And that's my turn.
So the giant looks around, coughs up a little bit of blood, and curses loudly, and says, "I'll be back for you, all of you," and runs away.
And
Tacklin definitely has an op attack. I'll say Shepard's illusory image might, but no, not Shepard. Ares, did you step away or did you stay in there to try and... So she is now 60 feet away from the party.
Shepard will break out of cover. And I remember there was an Orog that died inside of a web further up the street, right?
Sure.
So I'd like to run up to that one and get within 10 feet and cast Animate Dead.
What's the cast time?
Oh, never mind. It's a minute cast time. Never mind. I will simply, hit her with the spiritual weapon and Sacred Flamer.
Spiritual weapon can only move 20 feet, unfortunately.
Oh, so I'll
You would have
start
to
chasing.
You'd have to cast a new spiritual weapon, or
I could dash to get within 15 feet of her.
you could.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon has a 60-foot range. It's just it only moves up to 20 feet on a turn.
Okay, so yeah, I will dash up there and just stay like 15 feet away from her. Or not 15 feet, just at the edge of the Spirit Guardians.
Which
basically.
is 15 feet.
Okay.
So Ares, with the haste spell, you can easily keep up with Miss Giantess. Because your base speed is 100 and her dash speed is 60. Excuse me, your base speed is 80. You don't have mobile. Why do I keep doing that?
Yep, so I'll move right up to her and I'll start trying to hit her with the quarterstaff first. Then I will try to unarmed smack her. And then I'll wait for her to run away again.
Tacklin, unfortunately you were dropped, which means you're prone. Actually, no, you get a dex save against being prone, I think.
Alright.
But at this point, this has definitely turned into a chase scene.
Ares, I don't think you did your hasted attack yet.
Oh, that's right, I had a third attack.
I should have advantage on that. No, that never mind. The deck save is only for against spells.
Are you okay with me taking my haste attack run?
Yeah, go ahead. And Tacklin, what's the advantage you're saying that's against spells? Because it just occurred to me, you're level 2 barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Don't you get danger sense?
Yeah, but that's only against spells.
No. It's against any effects that you can see. I'm certain you can see the ground coming.
Okay. Well, I'll roll it with advantage. I guess a 19 passes.
Yep, so if you dash, you can get within range of the fire giant.
My movement's only 25.
Oh, yeah. Actually, doesn't barbarian increase your movement speed?
Next level.
So it's your choice. What are you going to do?
I guess I'll move forward and chunk a rock again. And then a D4.
Yep.
Come on, Killer Rock.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
And what's your strength mod?
1.
You know, I don't think you hit the last fire giant with your rock. You rolled an 18 and I'd assumed you'd had a positive strength.
And 1 is positive. +1. I'm sorry.
Oh, brain, worky, great.
Yeah, I would hope your strength isn't 1 as a barbarian.
Yeah, my brain is clearly in excellent working order at the moment. My apologies. Now I don't remember what I was about to do. Oh, Pyra's turn.
So I'll move 30 feet and cast Magic Missile as the second level. And that's my turn.
So at this point, the giant realizes she is about to die. She cannot escape you. She's taking too much damage. And I'm sorry, Ares, she wants to take at least one person out with her when she goes.
Ow.
And I think we can just go ahead and say she's dead, but go ahead and do your attacks.
At this point, Shepard will cast Mass Healing Word. I believe that is a bonus action. And then I'll run up and bite her in the shin.
I'll try to finish this. Quarterstaffs.
There we go.
And I just kind of smack her in the back of the leg, like on the ankle, and yell timber as she kind of comes falling down.
And the giant comes down.
So hey guys, why were we defending this town again? I'm a little confused. This was an awful lot of work.
We got a whole lot of dinner.
Also because you guys were in it at the time. And I will note, just to make certain you guys understand, you weren't the only ones defending the town. It's just the worst of the attack managed to go right past you. You can see fires elsewhere. It looks like a horde of magmen came in.
I start rifling through the giant's pockets, trying to find some reason to make it worth our while.
Adamantium rod.
Shepard will go and pick up the rod and be like, "Hey, looks like she got something cool. We should hide this before the villagers notice."
The adamantium
Interesting.
rod is bigger than you are.
Is it like quarterstaff size, or is it like 10-foot pole, or how big are we talking?
Um, let's say it's about a foot thick and 8 foot long.
Did Shepard get that bag from the last in the tower?
Oh yeah, it was a bag of holding.
Yeah.
So I'll add that into the loot when we do the end of session loot. Anyways, so during the cleanup, you discovered that the female fire giant, had apparently started digging not too terribly far away before her mate called her back. Do you guys want to investigate that?
Sure.
So while the rest of the town is cleaning up, quenching fires, tending to their wounded, you guys dig a little bit deeper and you find a bent and broken band of 2-inch thick adamantite, roughly 11 feet long and weighing 1,000 pounds.
Hey, we should get a dwarf to forge this for us or something.
Basically, 1,000 pounds means it's going to take all of you to move it.
Shame we didn't have some skeletons to move that for us.
That's okay. I'm sure there's enough victims around here to make more. Shepard will also richly cast Identify on the rod, the band, and why not the smiling bag?
Alright, so the rod is a rod of Vonendod.
Interesting. I thought those things were like 4 feet long and 100 pounds or something.
Actually, you're right. It's 4 feet long, weighs 100 pounds. Stand by, technical malfunction. Oh, great.
That's a shame I couldn't use it as a quarterstaff. That'd be pretty cool.
Sorry, I just had my headset fall off my head. So, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
So, it turns out you're right. Apparently, I was wrong. It's 4 feet long and weighs 100 pounds. So, blah, 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 blah. Since I suspect you guys just leveled, I'm going to total up XP.
Okay.
Cool.
I stand corrected. That was only 4,500 plus the milestone earlier.
So I got us closer.
So, plus the milestone earlier.
I imagine there's a little bit of gold in there as well.
Oh, nice.
So the final is 8,300, which may actually be a level up.
I think you got the downtime and renown reversed.
I did.
If we were already level 5, Ron, did we get any XP from the milestone?
So the way the milestones work is you get the experience sufficient to take you from theoretical current level to theoretical next level. So the first milestone is worth 300. The second milestone is worth 9. It's not actually milestone XP. It's the AL version of milestone, really.
Milestone equivalent XP.
Perfect phrasing, yes.
Okay, so I got 6,500 from the encounter. Or no, wait, never mind. Disregard.
So the
that would
total
be
experience for today is 8,300. Which actually some of you guys might have leveled.
Yeah, I think I'm at least 6 right now.
And I keep getting distracted from the gold.
Yeah, that put me at 6.
So I hope that wave-based combat was more entertaining than just giving you guys an NPC each and throwing all of them at you at once.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, the overall story of the book, from what I hear, is good, but the mechanics on some of these fights are insane. I mean, 20 orcs, really? And then the fight with the cultists is just a joke. 9 cultists. So, at this point, we've got 40 minutes left of the session. I'm thinking we might as well go ahead and call it. Give me time to think through how I'm going to rewrite a couple of things down the line to try and deal better with the fact that you are an evil adventuring party.
Yeah, do we need to do some RP with Triboard, figure out what's going on in the town and that kind of stuff?
Well, I think I have a few ideas. It's just I want to have some time to hammer on them before I actually try and bat them past your plate, because we saw how well my ideas worked last session.
Sure.
Also, we should work out like holiday. Like I'm not going to be able to play the next 2 Saturdays.
And I won't be here next Saturday.
I mean, next Saturday, I think we can basically just call that one. It's the day before New Year's. I'm sorry, or before Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. At least
Yeah.
it is earlier on the day in both of those, but
So next week, my vote is just call it.
Yep.
sounds fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the question is, can you show for the 31st?
I'll have to see. That's my mother-in-law's birthday, and she's, like 5 minutes from me, so.
I'm afraid I can't make it. I've already got like a whole bunch of stuff going on, but I really wanted to see like how Fantasy Grounds works. So thank you for that opportunity, Ron. It was really interesting seeing how this works online versus as I'm starting my own campaign of Out of the Abyss.
Yeah, I'm about 50-50 for the 31st.
I can probably do the 31st, assuming we have the rest of the group.
So I'm hearing a lot of probablys and maybes and can'ts, so I think we're just going to call it the 31st.
Sounds
So,
good.
aren't there magic items?
Oh, that's right. There is a magic item, really. A bag of holding. I mean, if you guys want, you can have the Rod Voddenod, but
I'll tell you what. If no one else wants it, I will take it. I don't
Go ahead.
care.
I don't want it.
I don't care about my magic item count because I have so many DM rewards that it doesn't matter to me. So, and I don't care how heavy it is.
so first up, the bag of holding. I assume everyone has 0 items, but state your number of items and then roll if you want the bag. Shepard, what magic item do you have? Oh, the belt.
The belt.
Yeah, I swear, that's one item I'm just going to add on all of my characters.
Yeah, it was like I don't have dark vision on a lizardman. Oh wait, here's a belt of dwarven kind. There we go.
And plus the +2 con, resistance to poison. So Ares, we're still pending your roll.
I was just stating how many items I have. I don't think I need the bag of holding.
So going once for Tacklin, going twice, sold to Tacklin. Congratulations, you have a bag of holding. And it's been painted to smile.
Thank you.
I love that description.
Second item, Rod of Voddenod. If you're interested in it, state your number of items and then roll.
This is a fun item to annoy your DMs with because you can cast Locate Object from it. But the problem is you really need a bag of holding to really tote it around usefully.
100 pounds isn't that heavy if you're a strength-based character.
Oh yeah, most of my characters aren't.
Yeah, just put it on your back with your Warhammer and all that other stuff.
So just before you guys pass on this, I will mention that the other nice thing about the Rod Volendad is that it can locate. It does the adamantine within 4 miles, or basically it has an enhanced effect for adamantine. So it's really good for finding other rods and then killing their holders.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
So at this point, Shepard, it's yours. Unless my brains are totally fried, I think that's everything.
Sounds about right.
So I'm
Already.
going to try and spend the next couple of weeks making certain that I'm actually prepped to deal with an evil adventuring party. I haven't exactly dealt with that before, so there's not a doubt in my mind I'm going to miss things.
We're not evil. We're just misunderstood.
You're good in good deficit.
The nice thing about Storm King's Thunder is that it is actually fairly decent for morally gray parties because there's a lot of opportunity to do mercenary work and that kind of thing.
Yeah, once you get out of the first chapter or two. No, I think a good part of it is I just need to get my brain wrapped around people who aren't just going to go after a heroic venture hook because heroes. So it's been fun, and I will talk to y'all later.
Later on. Good game.
Alright,
Server
thanks,
will
guys.
stay up for a while longer so you guys can level up and export and whatever.
All right, thanks a lot for running it. It was a pleasure to see you after all, seeing you post on Reddit and everything.
Seeing me post on... Now I'm just scared.
I'm
You've
the
seen
designated dwarf.
You've seen me post on Reddit, huh?
Yeah, Adventures League, remember?
There's so many posts
User
on
disconnected from your channel.
Oh, well.
which thread was it?
There was a lot of them. I think we had a discussion on, like, what was it, the Cuba Force or something?
Oh, I still remember getting snowed by a player with that because I didn't understand the rules of the item.
Yeah. Well, at least you're prepared for next time.
To be fair, I think part of the problem is the character didn't understand all of it.
Yeah, that'll happen too.
So, talk to y'all later.
All right, thanks, Ron.
Thanks,
Yep,
Ron.
see ya.